Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to show you a couple of AFK Stray farm designs using the brand new mechanics from Snapshot 21W05A. So what they added in this snapshot is that when a skeleton goes in powdered snow, it will freeze and become a stray. And that means we can use something like a skeleton spawner to farm strays, and that's good because that means we can get a bunch of slowness arrows very easily now in survival mode. So how this thing works is it's just a normal skeleton spawner up here. So we have the skeleton spawning in this area, and then if they spawn on top of the spawner, they'll just get pushed off by the water. Otherwise, they'll fall right into this water pit right here and get pushed over here. So what this is over here is when the skeletons don't have anything like leather boots on, so they can't get across this gap, they'll just fall down into the powdered snow and become a stray and then get killed like normal. Otherwise, if they have leather boots, then they won't be able to fall into the powdered snow, but they'll just get pushed by the other skeletons, and because they can't go down, they'll go over to the side and then get killed by this magma block so that they don't stop the farm completely. And then over here is where the skeletons will fall down. This just brings them down to really low health so that the wolf can kill them, and then their XP and items are dropped into this chest right here. One of the problems, though, with this design right here is that if the skeleton happens to have something like thorns or some protection enchantment so it has lots of health, then if it has lots of health, it'd be able to tank the damage from the wolf and then shoot the wolf back if it had something like feather falling. But if it had like thorns on it, even if it did die, it could damage the wolf. So that means that eventually over time, your wolf in here will probably die, so you might need to keep giving him food to keep him alive, and if you get unlucky, he might end up dying in here. Over here, though, we have a more reliable design, which uses the actual player to kill the skeletons. So it's the exact same thing over here, except instead of falling down, we just have this little chamber right here. We'll just AFK and hit the skeletons through this little gap right here. And you could use something like an auto clicker. And I have this sword right here, which has a bunch of really good enchantments on it. Obviously, you don't need something that's overpowered. You could use like a wooden sword if you'd like to with this thing right here. So in survival, you just wait for the skeletons to start flowing down. And after a little bit, you'll have a flow of constant skeletons falling into this trap. So here's our first skeleton, and we're just going to have to wait a little bit until it comes down here so it can become a stray. Alright, so the skeleton is just about to turn into the stray, and we're using the cobwebs right here to slow it down so that it has enough time to turn into one. And now that it's a stray, you just be clicking and looking right here, and because I have a really good sword on me right now with Smite 5, I'm able just to instant kill the skeletons. But again, you don't need to use something this good, and if you stand even closer to the corner right here, you can still hit all the strays through here, even though it really doesn't look like you should be able to. But as you can see, I can hit that guy and I couldn't even see him, as well as that guy. And the only reason I can tell that they're even there is the little indicator underneath my crosshair. But if you're just AFK, you'd just be using a auto clicker. So in summary, this farm over here is really good because you can just AFK and don't have to do anything, but the only problem is that the wolf will die eventually once you get unlucky enough. And over here, this design is good because you can actually do this very reliably without having to worry about anything, so you can AFK for long periods of time. The only problem being that you actually have to be there and swing your sword at all the strays. But that's basically it for this video. If you liked it, then you leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!